Okay, I don't know what just happened, but something to think about Thursday. Ron Real with Rain Chill. Disclaimer, don't get caught up in any words that I use. They're just the words that come to my mind to best describe my perspective on a topic. You may use a different word. It's just in hopes to help another travel a path of least resistance in this journey of life. Just shout out. Sorry, I'm thrown off. A couple weeks ago, had to hit a little reset button. Shout out I Believe Fitness. My daughter, if you've seen my videos, well, we're working with the Western New York Wolves. You know, we got some fundraising things. Keep an eye out. Actually, we're doing Krispy Kremes again. If anyone wants donuts. Also, because you know it's fall, what goes better with donuts and cider? Hello. And I Believe Fitness, ℏ𝐼𝑠 marathon, has been doing some workouts with the girls, getting them ready for basketball season. Yes, we're not done. We're just getting started. Olivia's on her way to beat up basketball. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The growth in her. Oh my gosh, so much fun. So keep an eye out for her. Also, this weekend there is a Weed Fest, I think it is. You know, a bunch of vendors going to be at Smoke and Joe's. I'll share a flyer. My brother's going to be there, Dr. lit716. You can check him out on Instagram. Going to be having some pulled pork infused, some pizza infused, like the pulled pork just by itself, barbecue pulled pork, like that by itself is good because you know y'all gonna get the munchies, gonna get hungry. Make sure you check it out this weekend. Also, I know that I just shared the Tuscarora fairgrounds is going to be having like some hay rides and stuff going on Fridays and Saturdays. The bakery is doing something too this weekend, I believe. So check it out. All kinds of stuff going on. You know, the holiday season's coming up. There's all kinds of fun things to do. So anyone to go, I'm down. Let's plan something, especially with the kids. And yeah, I'm kind of like thrown off, not so like I gotta do this and get back into the swing of things. But mindset. So it actually perfect timing, I guess. First it was more gonna be like about sacrifice, but I'm like, I don't know, I needed something more because that is what you're sacrificing. Like, you know, when we hear about people, like, you know, when they're saying going after your dreams and like work hard and, you know, you gotta push and keep going. But, you know, from building network marketing, from just going after more in life, and, you know, what we've embedded in us, you know, about working hard. And I've talked about consistency is the key, and it's not necessarily about hard, because perfect example of like it ain't about intensity, it's about consistency, is like working out. I did a butt workout like a couple years ago. Started off with 30 days every day, 3-minute workout, and then from there I added a little bit more, but nothing too extreme, because my back will be like, what are you doing? And a disc will like pop out on me or something. So I kind of take it easy, but I have had some crazy results just from being consistent. But so going back to the, you know, working hard, sacrifice, going after something, working on yourself, going after a dream, building a business, building yourself back up after you fall in, after, you know, with jobs and everything. I was just at the store and they were talking about how they were going to be closing down the stores because they don't want to pay people's overtime hours to stay open. And Steve Harvey was just talking on the radio the other day about, like, you know, with the upper class, those middle classes, they're gonna cut your hours, you know, to not affect their bottom line so that their pockets aren't affected. They're gonna affect yours. But in the sense, and through going through all this, even like with stuff going on in the world, or like what happened to me today, which, even though I handled it well, it's still kind of like had me, but I've been through so much stuff extreme wise, like I've talked about, like with your emotions, getting them under control, like that it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you react to it. That was just something like instant, because I've been working on myself, because I've been working on my emotions, that I've just learned the power in my words and what I'm saying. And so that goes mindset. That's my mindset. That's the way, so it's mind blowing, as I always say. Like, think about it. Like, it's the way you look at things, it's how you think of things or see yourself going somewhere. And, it's something that simple. That's what the sacrifice and when we did the network marketing, I used to always think that, it's about sacrificing your time, which, I mean, time you don't get back, but there's certain things in life that are just too precious, like birthdays and, times with your kids, times with your family, like, as far as that being the sacrifice. And, even like, think about it. Let me break it down. When people say, like, you got to give up a few weekends for a fun time now for later, but really that's just mindset. Because if you're working on your mindset, you're viewing everything differently. You're viewing like that going out on the weekend, instead of like when we used to travel, we were like, instead of going out on the weekend, we went out of town every couple months, which was filled with new experiences instead of the same thing over. But that was about our mindset. That was our mindset. It wasn't really just sacrificing the time with friends, because it was the mindset we set us up for rewards, greater reward from that. But in everything, it's mindset. Like I said today, and and I got to just set that as an example. Like, if you have your mindset where with your emotions, or just with life, when you're dealing with things and like what you're learning from it, like today, oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to using that story, because I've been dealing with some kids around me that have been getting in trouble for fighting, and some boys, one being my little cousin, like nephew, and he had gotten a fight at school, and another boy that I know, the basketball, had gotten a fight and all bruised up. And I had to tell them, I had to give them something else. I had to help their mindset that, look at it this way. When someone is trying to get you angry, think of it like you're a dog on a leash and they're pulling it, because you're letting them control you. Just like that. So if you don't allow them to control you, you don't get mad when they're doing, because they're purposely doing it to get you mad, then picture yourself like a dog on a leash and it's being pulled, your mindset. And, I got to see my cousin today about like with what happened. I'm like, I didn't, people are saying like that was like a instant, like, had to react, looked at my phone, guy was about to take my son's thing, and I'm like, I just gotta go out there and grab it. And that's not the first time I've used my words with such that it's caused someone that had of a threat to me to back up. And so I just told him that, with that, you don't always have to prove yourself, to people, as far as like using violence or using your strength or showing that you're not no punk or that you can hold your own. You don't have to prove that to nobody, because you're even stronger. Your mindset is set where, who are you? What do I have to prove to you? Like, what do I have to prove to you? And then you have that hidden card, that card hidden to really how strong you are. And they don't expect it when it's coming. So that when you do have to direct in with your words, because because you have all that bottled up. Because like I had all this, because someone had gotten my car last week, and I'm just like, people are like, oh, with the bike, I've been here a couple of years, I'm comfortable, I got good neighbors, we look out for each other. My son usually brings his bike in the house, and it just so happened the guy actually, I looked and came on my porch and kind of scoped it out 4 minutes before that happened. But I just I just reacted to what was happening and kind of like if you see me watching the video, I'm kind of like puffed up, like ready to, but I didn't have to. And I just went out there with the mindset like, he not going nowhere with my baby bike. He crazy. But and I just reacted, and it just worked out well. And yeah, and it was just actually funny the way that it worked out. But in a sense, but about with my mindset, the reason I was able to react the way that I did is because I've been working on my mindset, because I've been working on my emotions, you know, and being consistency is key is a topic that I talked about, and just like how you view things and your mindset with things. And you know, I look at today was a lesson. Today's a lesson and an example, because they used to always say, facts tell, stories sell, in a sense. So especially when I'm talking to kids and I'm dealing with some high school kids, I'm dealing with older kids, and I'm trying to help them understand, like, you know, because out here a lot of people are feeling like they got to prove themselves, or my nephew who, you know, rest in peace. Well, he's flying high because you don't know how to sit still. But Christian, you know, he was out here because, you know, in these streets and trying to prove himself. You know, he felt like he had to prove himself, but just being the kind person that he was, he had already like proved himself and made a statement better than being out here trying to be tough and stuff like that. But, you know, he had that mindset because we created that mindset. And then I've been even you seeing a lot of people posting about like being a gangster, but like we have it twisted because the mindset that's been programmed in us already. So when you view it differently, and the strength in not using, you know, violence, not being violent towards people, or just being more with your words, that you can direct and order things and put, you know, make things fall into place. And with your words, we're going to get into that, the power, you know, the magic and power in speaking things into existence. But cause yeah, I did that today, but that's for another day to tell you about that. But just the mindset is everything. Going into stuff, you know, with again, I'm gonna go back to the girls with the basketball. There's a girl, you know, some of them be like, oh, I can't, you know, you have to switch that mindset that you can. And oh my gosh, so we've been like just on and on. And some of these girls like, listen, Western New York Wells is gonna be a bunch of shooters. So I'm just excited to see that. So yeah, mindset is everything. Lots of stuff going on. It's fall. You know, here come the holidays. Let's get together. You know, let's get the kids together, create memories. Watch out if we got some stuff going on. Go support this weekend. Check it out. A weed fest, I think it was called. I forgot. I should have put up the flyer beforehand's going on for those of you like your edibles, you know, and what are those things called? I don't remember. With you know what I'm talking about. But and then there's like a weed stock like next weekend or something on Walmart Road at the old Walmart Inn. I'll share the flyers. Check them out. When you go there, make sure you do Dr. Lit 716. I'll be baking my brother's cookies for him. Shh, so you know they about to be banging. Anyways, and that pulled pork, and he's got the pizza, and so go check it out. And I Believe Fitness, if you're trying to, you know, with the holidays, you want to get a little bit of extra, you need someone to help get you focused, you want to get something on, check them out. And keep an eye out for our Western New York Wolves. Watch out for VR. We got so much going on. I'm so excited. Hit me up. You have anything you want to get together, let's create. That's what we're here for. Let's create it. And yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.